A very disturbing report from Nashik, where 22 patients on ventilator have lost their lives in an oxygen leak at a Nashik hospital. The death toll has now mounted to 22. The information that we are getting at this point of time is that an oxygen tanker was replenishing the supply of oxygen at the hospital when there was a leak. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Pankaj Upadhyay for more on this big story. Pankaj, you've been speaking to the Health Minister Rajesh Tope and the FDA Minister. What more can you tell us? What's the latest on ground zero?
Gaurav, as far as the FDA Minister is concerned, he said that he is gathering more information. He said that he is shocked at the news coming in from Nashik, but he also said there were experts that were present at point of time when the leakage had happened, and since the experts were present on ground zero, efforts were made very quickly to control the damage. He said that it was not a big disaster there, but the moment the leakage was detected, efforts were made on ground zero to control the leakage as well. But he has also said that in the days to come, there will be further guidelines that are going to be made so that there is not a repeat of such an incident in Maharashtra, because at a point of time when there is acute shortage of oxygen in the state, when the state has to plead with the center as well, at a time when the state is borrowing oxygen from the other states as well, such kind of incidents cannot happen, and hence strict guidelines are going to be formulated in the days ahead. The FDA Minister, who was attending a press conference along with the Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope, said that they are collecting more information on this very incident, and in some hours from now they will be giving a detailed statement as well.
I also want to bring in Pankaj Khelkar for more on the story. Pankaj, is there more clarity, Pankaj Khelkar, on what transpired on ground? Was the tanker replenishing oxygen supply at the Zakir Hussain Hospital?
Sri Gaurav, as of now, the incident that has happened in Nasik's old city, Dr. Zakir Hussain Hospital, and the leakage, as of now the picture is not clear. The Nasik Municipal Commissioner, he is at the spot and he has assured that inquiry will be conducted, but these are usual assurances given by the system, by the administration, that the inquiry will be conducted. As of now, it's still not clear what led to this leakage, but what happened after that. The patients, the COVID patients that are around more than 100 in numbers, they were at the loss. Most of the patients, they have now been shifted, and it is also being learned that some of them had succumbed because of the shortage of oxygen. What is the actual position? What led to this leakage is still not unclear. Only assurances are being given.
So, preliminary information seemed to indicate, Pankaj Khelkar, that a tanker was replenishing oxygen supply. Was the oxygen supply so low that those on ventilator, could not survive because of this leak while this replenishment was on? Is that what was happening?
See, Gaurav, as of now, more than 171 patients, COVID patients, were there at this Dr. Zakir Hussain Hospital. Out of that, 67 were on ventilators. That is what the information is coming out. And the oxygen supply was cut off for more than half an hour. So this led to this whole chaos wherein more than 6 or 7 patients, they are being critical and now they are being shifted. But what led to this leakage, this is still unclear. And as of date, the state from where Maharashtra is going through shortage of oxygen cylinders, and then such supplies and haphazard way hastily connecting the connections to the main line in such hospitals might have led to this leakage. So inquiry is being conducted, but what is at loss are the patients who, some of them, succumbed to the while they were under treatment, because more than 67 were on ventilators. So a shocking incident that has happened in Nasik city, which is one of the main affected cities of Maharashtra after Pune and Mumbai, and such mishaps happening itself portrays that the way the situation is being handled by the administration.
Oh, absolutely. And when we look at these images, these are images from the Zakir Hussain Hospital, and you can see from these images that it's a massive oxygen leak that's taken place from the facility. 67 patients, as Pankaj Khelkar was just telling us, they were on ventilator support. Initial information seems to indicate, initially of course doctors said their information was 11 patients had passed away. Now doctors are saying at least 22 patients have passed away and more than 100 are being shifted out of the Zakir Hussain Hospital. Okay, let's quickly cut across and listen in to Devendra Fadnavis, former Chief Minister of Maharashtra.
मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि बहुत ही विचलित करने वाली ये सारी घटना है। मैं मांग करना चाहता हूं कि तुरंत वहां के जो बाकी पेशेंट्स हैं उनको मदद मिले। कुछ पेशेंट्स को शिफ्ट करने की आवश्यकता हो तो उनको तुरंत शिफ्ट किया जाए। उसके साथ साथ अन्य किसी अस्पताल में इस प्रकार से घटना न हो, इसके बारे में तुरंत ध्यान दिया जाए और ये जो सारी घटनाएं इसकी एक बहुत ही डिटेल्ड इंक्वायरी भी की जाए, ऐसी हमारी मांग है। अभी के समय तो मैं इतना ही कह सकता हूं कि जिनकी मृत्यु हुई है उनके घर वालों के साथ हमारी संवेदनाएं हैं।
So the initial information that comes in seems to indicate okay, let's also listen in to the district collector of Nashik.
हो गई वो अभी उसी टाकी से सप्लाई हो रहा है, लेकिन इस दौरान जो प्रेशर कम हुआ उस वजह से ये हादसा हुआ है।
सर अभी स्टेटस क्या है?
अभी पेशेंट्स को ऑक्सीजन ठीक तरीके से जा रहा है। कॉर्पोरेशन के सब डॉक्टर्स और महापालिका आयुक्त भी यहाँ मौजूद है। अभी ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई ठीक से हो रहा है।
सर क्या किसी का दोष या कोई ऐसा पाया?
अभी मैं उस पर कुछ कमेंट नहीं कर सकता हूँ। अभी हादसा हुआ, पहले उस हादसे से संवरना चाहिए, उसके बारे में गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पे कोई डिसीजन हुआ है।
सर क्या हादसा हुआ है और डेथ टोल क्या है?
डेथ टोल 22 है। वो इस अस्पताल में जो टाँकी बिठाई गई थी उस टाँकी का कॉक डैमेज होने की वजह से सवेरे प्रेशर नीचे आ गया। इस वजह से इन्वेजिव वेंटिलेटर पे जितने भी लोग थे उनको ऑक्सीजन टाइम पे मिला नहीं। 22 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है। वो टाँकी इमीडिएटली एक आधे घंटे के अंदर भी शुरू हो गई। वो अभी उसी टाँकी से सप्लाई हो रहा है, लेकिन इस दौरान जो प्रेशर कम हुआ उस वजह से ये हादसा हुआ है।
सर अभी स्टेटस क्या है?
अभी पेशेंट्स को ऑक्सीजन ठीक तरीके से जा रहा है। कॉर्पोरेशन के सब डॉक्टर्स और महापालिका आयुक्त भी यहाँ मौजूद है। अभी ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई ठीक से हो रहा है।
सर क्या किसी का दोष या कोई ऐसा पाया?
अभी मैं उस पर कुछ कमेंट नहीं कर सकता हूँ। अभी हादसा हुआ, पहले उस हादसे से संवरना चाहिए, उसके बारे में गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पे कोई डिसीजन हुआ है।
So that was Suraj Madure, the district collector of Nashik. The initial information seems to indicate that the pressure, the oxygen pressure went down. This is piped oxygen. I want to once again bring in Pankaj Upadhyay for more on this. So Pankaj, you've spoken to the public health minister and also to the FDA minister, and the information seems to indicate that the oxygen pressure, the level of oxygen went down, and those who were on this invasive ventilator, they collapsed. 22 of them have unfortunately passed away, Pankaj.
That's right, Gaurav. Unfortunate incident. Now we have the district collector as well coming out with the exact figure. He says 22 people, 22 patients admitted have died. And here, as you rightly pointed out, Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope, along with the FDA Minister, were present here. We asked them the specific question as to how did this leakage happen, who is responsible for the leakage. But they have said that they are still collecting the information on it, and after some time they perhaps would be in a position to come out with a detailed statement. But FDA minister went on the extent of saying that at this point of time, when the medical oxygen for the various hospitals in the state has become of such an essence, guidelines will be drawn in a few days' time so that there isn't a repeat of such an incident in the future as well. Public Health Minister has also said at this point of time that around 1,550 metric tons is the requirement of the state, and out of which around 1250 is being produced in the state of Maharashtra itself, and is specifically being used for the various hospitals. Around 300 metric tons is being brought in from the various states as well. At the same time, such is the scenario existing in the state of Maharashtra, Gaurav, that the Chief Secretary has now written to the central government that the medical oxygen supply be imported as well. Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope went on to the extent of saying since Mumbai is too close to the coastline, perhaps it will be easy for them to get the benefit of the imports as well.
Reactions from the relatives and the next of kin.
हुआ है और डेट टोल क्या है?
डेथ टोल 22 है। वो इस अस्पताल में जो टाकी
Okay, in a moment we'll also get you reactions from the next of kin of the 22 patients, but now there is some clarity on what happened. The first reaction that's coming in, the oxygen tank in the hospital has a cork, and that cork got damaged according to the district collector, which led to a sudden drop in the pressure of piped oxygen that was going into the intensive care unit where there were patients on ventilator. Initial information seems to indicate that there were 67 patients on ventilator, 22 of them who were critical. They passed away because it took about half an hour to restore the oxygen supply. That oxygen supply has now been restored to the hospital, but others are being shifted out. This is a COVID care facility. Pankaj Khelkar, one of the worst affected parts of Maharashtra. So you have Mumbai, you have Pune, and you have Nashik, one of the worst affected districts, and this is where this incident has taken place. Pankaj Khelkar, any more clarity?
See, Gaurav, like the incident that has happened, itself says that if the patients are on ventilator and such a carelessness thing has happened, wherein the oxygen that is being supplied through pipes to the intensive care units, it is being cut off, or there is some leakage, itself says that you cannot manage such things, and the disaster management teams that are there in the district, how are they counseling, or how are they training these hospitals where there are hundreds of COVID patients, out of which more than 50 patients are on ventilator, and if such a thing mishap happens and the oxygen is cut off, then 22 patients who were very critical and they have passed, that's what information that we are getting, itself says that districts like Nasik or Pune or Mumbai, if such a thing happens anywhere else, then the loss is of general public, common public, who go there for treatment. Already there is some problem in the treatment. The patients are reaching in the hospital very late, and so they are going into critical mode, and in such a scenario, such leakages double up the problems, not only for people but also for the government.
Oxygen is of critical essence. There already is a shortage, Pankaj Upadhyay, that the Maharashtra government is asking the center to increase the supply of oxygen. And here you have an incident. Do we know the reason? Was it negligence? Was it poor maintenance?
A little too early to be setting the blame at this point of time. Health Minister, now I'm getting the latest information. Health Minister Rajesh Tope is now moving to Nasik to take a ground assessment of the situation. He has also confirmed that 22 deaths have been reported. So after the district administration, we now have the confirmation from the Public Health Minister of the state, Rajesh Tope, who has asserted that 22 deaths have taken place. He himself is now moving to Nasik to assess the situation, but he has said that it is going to be a little premature at this point of time to be setting the blame, though he, along with the FDA minister said that experts were present on the spot when this leakage was taking place, and that was the reason why it did not result in a much bigger loss. But as we are hearing now, 22 precious lives has been lost. There were 67 people who were in the critical state. And as you rightly pointed out, at a point of time when the state is reeling under shortage of oxygen to the extent that is demanding import of the same as well from the central government, one would believe that the state would now put in place strict guidelines in place so that there isn't a repeat in the future as well. But for now, the big news remains that 22 people have died. Many patients are being shifted. District authorities say that the situation has been brought under control and the oxygen supply has been restored, and that the public health minister of the state is now moving towards Nashik. Gaurav.
Okay, so senior ministers now heading to Nashik to take stock of the situation. What we are now being told is, of the 171 patients who were there at this hospital, more than 100 are being shifted out. Some of those who are on critical care in the ICU on ventilator, they remain on ventilator. Oxygen supply, Pankaj Khelkar, has been restored, but this is a stopgap arrangement until everyone is shifted out. Do we understand that clearly 22 lives lost? There were 67 in the ICU, Pankaj.
Yes, Gaurav, 22 people have lost their lives who were on ventilators, and this negligence is clearly on the parts of those handling the oxygen, the supply, may be those from the hospital or may be those from the tanker or the company that supplies the oxygen. So what were the experts doing over there? Wasn't they told what all precautions they have to take while such pipes are connected? So such a mishap and 20 people losing their lives. Already the death rate of Maharashtra, like almost 500 patients dying due to COVID on any given day since the last few days, itself says that Maharashtra is going through very difficult time. The numbers of coronavirus are increasing. There is no respite for the administration, for the medical teams who are working day and night. And during this time, technical people who are connected, who are responsible for connecting the tankers to the main line, if they cause such a negligence, then who is to be blamed? Although the senior minister will be visiting this spot, but what about those family who have lost their loved ones, who were there, who had sent their family members to get cured, to get treated at this Dr. Zakir Hussain Hospital? So the answers will have to be given by the government, but already the state government is relying in difficult times. They are there trying to solve the issues, and in such times when such mishaps occur, the answers they have to give not only to these people of Maharashtra, but also union government will be asking, how is the MVA government handling this COVID during this second wave, where Maharashtra is one of the hotspots, having more than 50% of positive patients on any given day. When the country is reporting more than a lakh of positive patients, Maharashtra itself is giving more than 55,000 positive patients on any given day. The active patient number is more than 6 lakhs. So there are problems and problems for the state of Maharashtra and the government and the administration, and with such mishaps, the problems double up.
It indeed does. And Pankaj, more information being shared now by the hospital with the health minister, with the FDA minister. What more can you tell us, Pankaj Upadhyay, at this point of time? Which other hospitals are these patients being shifted to? Because more than 100 now need to be shifted out of the Zakir Hussain Hospital, Pankaj. Pankaj Upadhyay, can you hear me?
Yes, Gaurav. Gaurav, the latest information that I can share with you from Mumbai, because I'm right outside Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope's residence, is that the Health Minister has now moved from his residence towards Nashik. At the same time, what the office of the Public Health Minister is saying, that an expert committee is now going to be formed. Even as the minister is on his way, an expert committee is going to reach the hospital and then apprise the Health Minister of what exactly has happened. Health Minister, while leaving from Mumbai, has also said that all those people responsible for negligence are going to be punished, but he has emphasized right now that he would be visiting the place, take stock of the situation, and only then he would be in a position to comment as to what has really happened. But precious lives have been lost at this point of time, and as you would expect, politics has also started between Congress and the BJP. Congress leader Sachin Sawant has said that we demand inquiry into the tragedy at Nashik Zakir Hussain Hospital. Anyone who's responsible must be brought to the books. Hospital is managed by Nashik Corporation, which is under BJP Maharashtra rule. BJP must take responsibility. At the same time, senior BJP leader Kirit Somaiya has leveled allegations against the Congress party as well. So this is exactly what we've been seeing at the height of the pandemic, when you would have expected that perhaps all the political parties, forgetting their ideology and their differences, would come together on one platform, are yet again seen on confrontation mode. War of words has again started between the Congress and the BJP as far as this incident is concerned. But the latest information from Mumbai is that Public Health Minister Rajesh Tope has left for Nashik. He has confirmed the death numbers as well, and he has said that all those people responsible for this negligent act will be punished as well. Gaurav.
And Pankaj Khelkar, are all the patients at this hospital, apart from those 67, I believe, who were there on ventilator support and in ICU, all the other patients, are they also COVID positive? Is this a COVID hospital? Is everyone being shifted out, and which hospitals are they being shifted to?
See, Gaurav, as of now, 171 COVID patients were treated at this Dr. Zakir Hussain Hospital, situated in Old Nashik and is run by Nashik Municipal Corporation. Now, after this leakage and after the gap of almost half an hour of supply of oxygen, when 22 people have lost their lives, other patients who were semi-critical or who were on oxygen beds, like more than 50 to 55 patients were on oxygen beds. Some of them like on ventilators. So all the other patients are being shifted to other nearby hospitals, may it be private hospitals or other government hospitals or district hospitals run by the state government. So patients are being shifted. Some of them are in critical condition, but yes, care is being taken, oxygen supply is being restored, and later on, once everything settles down, then these patients, if their health is stable, they might be again shifted to this Dr. Zakir Hussain Hospital. But as of now, what we could understand over here, after this mishap, wherein 22 critical patients who were on ventilators lost their lives due to supply shortage of oxygen supply, the other patients have been shifted to some other hospitals, and some of them of these who have been shifted are still in critical condition.
Okay, news just coming in. Politics escalates over the Nashik oxygen leak. Now we are being told both the Congress and the BJP are blaming each other. Congress party's Sachin Sawant has blamed the BJP for this mishap. Sachin Sawant tweeted, "The hospital is managed by the Nashik Corporation, which is under the BJP's rule. BJP must take responsibility. Where are the mayor and the 3 local BJP MLAs? Are they absconding?" And Devendra Fadnavis, former Chief Minister and BJP leader, reacting to this. Let's quickly listen in.
बहुत ही विचलित करने वाली ये सारी घटना है। मैं मांग करना चाहता हूं कि तुरंत वहां के जो बाकी पेशेंट्स हैं उनको मदद मिले। कुछ पेशेंट्स को शिफ्ट करने की आवश्यकता हो तो उनको तुरंत शिफ्ट किया जाए। उसके साथ साथ अन्य किसी अस्पताल में इस प्रकार से घटना न हो, इसके बारे में तुरंत ध्यान दिया जाए। और ये जो सारी घटना है इसकी एक बहुत ही डिटेल्ड इंक्वायरी भी की जाए। ऐसी हमारी मांग है। अभी के समय तो मैं इतना ही कह सकता हूं कि जिनकी मृत्यु हुई है उनके घर वालों के साथ हमारी संवेदनाएं हैं।
ठाकरे सरकार की बेजवाबदारी के कारण ये मृत्यु ने हत्या है। 22 मार्च को मैंने नासिक मेयर के साथ में यहाँ पर विजिट की थी, म्युनिसिपल कमिश्नर सिविल सर्जन को फोन किया था। 22 लोगों की हत्या के लिए तुरंत क्रिमिनल नेग्लिजेंस के अंतर्गत कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
So while you have the Congress blaming the BJP, Kirit Somaiya of the Bharatiya Janata Party hits back at the Mahavikas Aghadi government, saying this is due to negligence and this is not a lapse, this is murder. Pankaj Upadhyay, Pankaj Khelkar, stay with me. I need to slip into a quick break. We come back to this big story, very disturbing story that's coming from Nashik. 22 precious lives lost in an oxygen leak at the Zakir Hussain Hospital. More details on the other side of a quick break. Stay with us.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.